Welcome to the Bike MS Street Team Orientation. Thank you for your interest in volunteering to represent the National MS Society in the Bike MS campaign. My name is Eileen Nadoma, and I will be facilitating this training. First, I'd like to start off by covering the National MS Society's cultural values. The Street Team marketing effort embodies these principles. We lead through inspiration, collaboration, influence, and a relentless resolve. As a Street Team member, you are a leader in the MS movement. By advocating for the campaign, you are inspiring others to make strides to end a debilitating disease. We deploy resources to their greatest potential with integrity and accountability. The most impactful resource the society has is a passionate individual willing to make a personal connection for the greater good of the organization. When promoting the Bike MS campaign to community members, it is always important to keep the society's vision and mission top of mind. The vision is simple: a world free of MS. The mission is so people affected by MS can live their best lives as we stop MS in its tracks, restore what has been lost, and end MS forever. You are the leaders of the MS movement, and you allow us to be one step closer to achieving our vision. This training is designed to prepare you to serve as a representative of the Bike MS campaign. Some of the information covered may be familiar to you, but we want to ensure that all Street Team members have a basic understanding of MS, know about the National MS Society, the resources and support the organization provides for people living with MS, and understand the guidelines to which we ask you to adhere while representing the society. We will provide tips for promoting Bike MS and follow up with a discussion of next steps after completing the training. Now, whether you are a cyclist or a volunteer, you may have extended knowledge about a certain ride. I'd like to give a little background on all of our rides so you feel comfortable answering questions about all three. Let's get the ball rolling with Breakaway to the Beach. This is an event that brings more than 500 cyclists and 300 volunteers to the eastern North Carolina and raises more than $535,000. It starts on the shores of Sunset Beach and takes cyclists through the quiet and flat roads of rural North and South Carolina. The event starts right outside the beautiful Sea Trail Resort, where accommodations can be made literally footsteps from the start line. Tour to Tanglewood takes place in Clemens, North Carolina, with routes through the Yadkin Valley. This event brings more than 1,000 cyclists and 500 volunteers to the area, raising over $950,000. Something that is unique about Tour de Tanglewood is that there is a mountain bike option available, along with being a themed ride. The theme for 2016 is 80s. The historic New Bern ride is our largest in the beautiful city of New Bern, North Carolina. This ride brings more than 2,500 cyclists and 500 volunteers in order to raise more than $1.8 million. There are multiple options for accommodations, including various hotels within 3 miles of the start line, along with indoor and outdoor camping. The route is very flat, and the city of New Bern is exceptionally welcoming to our wonderful participants. Street Team members are a vital part of the Bike MS movement. Passionate and enthusiastic advocates raise awareness about MS in the National MS Society and use their knowledge of their local community to connect with others to the movement. Street Team members have many different promotional opportunities, including community events, cycling clubs, and bike shop engagement. I'd like to take some time now to explore the resources that I have made available to everyone. Let's get started. All right. This is our community outreach calendar. This will be your go-to for signing up to events, cycling clubs, and bike shop visits. Let's say I was planning on riding in an event I could add my name under the street team column, and if I planned on cycling, I could indicate that I was riding. If I were to visit a bike shop, which we'll go over exactly what it means to visit these places in the future slides, but I could put my name there, and I could say Street Banner sold. All right. I work hard to keep up with the events and clubs, but if you ever see something that is missing, please feel free to add it yourself to the calendar. Community rides are events that are great venues to promote Bike MS. You can promote the campaign through cycling in a ride or by setting up a table like the one shown in the photo. I will indicate in the notes section of the event calendar whether or not you are able to set up a table or if we have other promotional space available. Whether you are manning a table, cycling, or both, always wear Bike MS apparel. It's a conversation starter and it's a marketing tool within itself. When you sign up for a ride, I will contact you and mail you some promotional materials like rack cards and stickers and possibly t-shirts and jerseys depending on the venue. Your biggest responsibility is going to be sharing your experience. When I go out to an event, I always think of a little elevator speech that I fall back on. I talk about why Bike MS is important to me, the event experience in itself, and where the fundraising dollars go. On that note, I thought I'd share the dispersion of fundraising dollars at the Greater Carolinas chapter. In order to fund cutting-edge research, programs, and services for people affected by multiple sclerosis, the Society fundraises. The National MS Society's mission and vision helps set the direction for all that we do, including how we direct the donations made to the organization. We want to keep people living with MS as the focus of all of our actions. If you ever encounter an individual that seems to be nervous about the $300 fundraising minimum, this will be a very helpful tool. Explain that when you're engaging friends, family, and coworkers to donate, you aren't asking for funds just to donate for a fun weekend ride. You're asking to help improve the lives of those impacted by MS. Explain your fundraising tactics, and if you're comfortable, share your connection to MS. If you're part of a cycling club or a weekly ride, this is a great way to get involved as a street team member. Pass out marketing materials and discuss the ride you are training for. It is very important to market yourself as a resource for anyone that has questions. If you'd like, we can coordinate to have a staff member come out and discuss the campaign before or after your weekly ride. There are so many opportunities to engage with the bike shops in the Bike MS movement. I coordinate the sponsorships for bike shops, and I will need help dispersing the posters and marketing materials to their shops. On the Google document, you will remember that you saw a tab for bike shops. I have also indicated whether that bike shop sponsors a specific ride. Even if they're not a sponsor, it would be wonderful to start a relationship with that shop. Please bring posters and rack cards to a shop in your area and ask if they can be displayed. This would be a really great time to talk about the ride itself, the number of cyclists, the number of volunteers that come out, and if they seem interested or would like more information on getting involved, please give them my card or information. We are the street team, so let's stay connected. The monthly newsletters will help keep everyone up to date on the rides and events coming up. Facebook will help us share our successes and our pictures to motivate each other. And of course, the Google Drive will remain as a functional library for all street team needs. This presentation will be posted there as well. I really hope that this was a helpful presentation, but if you have any additional questions, please reach out to me. I love hearing from the street team members, and I'm always open to ideas for promoting Bike MS. I've said this before, and I'll say it again, you are the leaders of the MS movement, and we together will end MS forever. I sincerely appreciate all the time and dedication you have taken to encourage and recruit others to become engaged in the Bike MS campaign. Thank you.